a dime.
Hudson pulls up, and there it is.
Oh, Horford.
Atlanta ready to seal the deal.
Great barrier thief. On Trey, what a move.
Will fire one up at the buzzer.
Behind the back.
Wilkins, look out.
Wow.
And if they come out clean.
Birds, and buckets, man. I'm Rashad Milligan, joined here today by my co-host Malik Brown. Malik, how you feeling?
What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Hey, man, before we start, bro, happy 365, man. Happy 365.
Oh, man, appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Hold on, where's the name?
365, yeah.
365 days in a row, man, of at least posting something, original content I recorded that day or going live on this channel. Bruh, it's funny. I started with Lent, and I was like, can I do it for 40 days? I don't know if I could go live every day for 40 days. So to make it 365, bruh, man, it's sensational, bruh. It's all discipline and stuff like that. I'll get more into it on my personal stream, but let's give these people what they want, man. They want to talk about the Hawks. So man, Hawks, like I say in the title, they're not playing with their lemon pepper wings, man. They're not playing with their food. I know a lot of people are saying these are obvious wins and easy wins. Like Malik said, as we gave our predictions for last week, he was like, they should win all of these games, but knowing the Hawks, they're going to lose at least one of them. They've been winning all the games that they're supposed to win. I guess, just first things first, how do you feel about the Hawks not playing with their food and winning all the games that they're favored to win?
Bro, it's refreshing to see. Like, it's refreshing. Like you said, we've kind of been seeing them do this for years, and especially with this point in time of the year, where you at in the standings, and there's a team literally right above you that's kind of doing the same thing. You kind of gotta win. You really don't have a choice but to win these winnable games. So, I mean, last night with the Bucks game, they came out, was down 16, and you're like, oh dang, do they need Kuminga? I'm like, no. But I mean, you kind of just like, dang, like they finna, go back into their old ways. But they rallied and they came back and they ended up winning big. So, I mean, that's kind of the kind of things that you need to do when you're trying to stay, kind of. I mean, at this point, I feel like they're in the play-in. I don't think Milwaukee's going to catch up, but as far as you wanting to climb up the standings at this point now and try to get out the play-in and maybe get a top 6 spot, this is pivotal. These are pivotal games. So, I mean, we'll get into it at the end, but I mean, they got another 5 easy games coming up. So, don't play with your food, handle business. That's what they've done these past 5 games. And hey, man, they should be pleased and satisfied with what they're doing at this time of the season.
Hey, the plane is not bull jiving, bro.
It's not.
The Hornets are the hottest team in the league, and they are only the 9th seed. Like, that just shows you how many games they have lost this year before they just became the best team in the league. And they're finally, this is the first time they're over 500 all season. Because I saw it on who was I watching? I was watching Beto and them. Shouts out to Beto, Lou Will, and everybody. And they showed the graphic. I said the Hawks are over 500 and they still in the 10th spot. I'm like, man, but Charlotte is above them, and Charlotte's the hottest team in the league. So the East is not playing, bro. Like, people talk about the East, but everybody in this playing range, even the Sixers won their last game.
Yeah.
Ain't no losses here. People is not letting up. They all got the same mindset. You're trying to get out of the play-in. And that's what everybody's trying to do. And the Hawks and the Hornets, they look like the most determined and kind of the most abled bodied rosters to do that right now at the moment. So we'll see what happens for sure. But like you said, these are must-win games. Let's talk a little Dyson Daniels, man. Let's give Dyson Daniels some love. Sensational job defensively. And obviously the 3-point shot is what it is. It's non-existent. He doesn't have that in his bag. That's not in his repertoire. But everything else, man, rebounding, finishing around the rim, cutting, layups, floaters, the ability to score and make something out of nothing offensively, and finishing in transition. Just how'd you feel about Dyson Daniels' performance last night and his performance just kind of recently?
Bro, he's been really good. And I think the one thing, I think it was Kevin, because I reposted it. I think he has like 33 assists, 33 rebounds, and only 2 turnovers in the past couple games. And for a point guard that has, I guess, came into the league as a point guard, whatever, that's huge, because point guards always have the ball in their hands. They're always, they're prone to turn the ball over, just trying to make plays for people. But for Dyson, I don't know if he particularly came in the league as a point guard, but he's been playing a lot of it this season in particular. That's very impressive. So the fact that you're not turning the ball over, you're finding your teammates, you're on the boards as a guard, that guards are not often rebounding the ball if you're not Russell Westbrook or somebody, but it's impressive, man. And to then do it on the other side of the floor, we all always knew that he was a good defensive player, but I mean, he doesn't have the steals like he did last year, or maybe not the deflections, but he's still doing a really good job. And you had Onyeka on Giannis last night, and I feel like throughout the years, everybody has felt like Onyeka just has a one-up on Giannis. Last night, that did not look like the case in the first, quarter and a half. And then you used to basically say, we're going to put somebody smaller on Giannis to see if we can stop him. And he did it, bro. He did it and still had an efficient game on offense. He made it hard for him. I mean, Giannis' game, it's just kind of just downhill driving. So if you stop that, you're pretty good. And he doesn't have really much of a jump shot. But I mean, the fact that you kind of just stayed in front of him, didn't foul, that's impressive, bro. So Dyson has been balling. Like you said, the shot is what it is. I don't think he's going to shoot like that for the rest of his career, but I can't complain. He's been doing really good.
Well, whatever school Onyeka went to, that's the school Dyson need to go to. But I think the biggest thing here, like you said, with guarding Giannis, going downhill, being a strong guy, nobody obviously can stop Giannis once he gets down to a certain level and the ball is eye level. No one in the league can stop him. That's why he's Giannis. It's like certain players, when they get to a certain, you're not going to be able to stop them. So what Dyson did, he just attacked him on a lower level. He never let the ball get up eye level. You see it right here. This is all Dyson Daniels did against Giannis, because any other way, you're not about to overpower him, and you're definitely not about to out jump him. So you got to get him on a lower level while, it's what, what I'm saying, inappropriate comparison. But, like how short dudes be talking to tall girls and they like, but you so short. And they say, we all the same height. It's the same thing. We all the same height when it's time, you know what I mean? So it's the same thing here, man. Like, they all the same height. When the ball is down low, you got to bring the ball down because you got to dribble the ball. If you don't, you're traveling. So I want to go to the next thing with Dyson Daniel, man, of the conversation that has found its way back to the timeline. And that is this one, man. Dyson and DeJounte. Now me, on both sides, I want to say this. DeJounte is playing extremely well for the Pelicans. He's not playing tonight. He's on, kind of rest management, coming back from being out over a year with the Achilles pop. And Dyson is starting to play well. Like, of course, Dyson had a rough patch for about a month from December to January. Everybody talked about it. It went viral after every single game because it continued and continued. But Dyson is starting to look a lot like how he was looking last year, where he was in the most improved player discussions and the defensive player of the year discussions. He's looking like the Dyson Daniels that the Hawks gave $100 million to. I think both of them are good in their own right. And the things that DeJounte's been getting, the praise he's been getting in New Orleans of just like, man, I haven't seen a point guard who can control the floor but also has the ability to score when he needs to. I haven't seen that since Drew. That's how a lot of these fans feel in New Orleans. They haven't had a point guard like that since Drew Holiday. So, or I guess when was who left first? Lonzo? No. Drew definitely left before Alonzo because Drew was on the championship team in Milwaukee. So I guess they haven't had it since Lonzo. You say since Lonzo. And so like DeJounte definitely deserves of all of that, high talk and stuff like that. He's good character, good high motor guy, kind of tunnel vision. You guys know how DeJounte is. How he was tweeting, that's literally how he plays, and how he's, in the news for other things, his personal life, how passionate he was about that. That's how he is on the basketball court. So you get that from him. And Dyson is a pro's pro. Once he gets it right and things are rolling, you love him. So I think there's pros for both of them. I don't think there's an obvious like winner in the trade of being like, if anything, you could look at Dyson Daniels is younger than DeJounte Murray. That's kind of the main difference there. And I guess you could say Dyson might be better for a role, like for what the Hawks are building around, getting the number one pick, Ricochet, who is supposed to be more than what he is, but eventually getting Kuminga and making room for him and having Jalen Johnson blossom into who he's blossomed to. You needed someone in that backcourt spot to play a role more so than to be the guy. And DeJounte was brought to Atlanta to be a guy next to Trae Young. So I think Dyson fits more with what the Hawks are trying to do. And Dyson is younger, but DeJounte is also an extremely good player.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you look at just the trade itself and don't think about how the future, like if you look at it today, if you look at it when it first happened, both teams got what they wanted. Like you said, the Hawks wanted a defender next to Trae, and the Pelicans needed a point guard. It was kind of just that simple, I feel. And the Hawks ended up getting the Lakers pick, which didn't really turn out to be much because they were, I guess, surprisingly good last year. Or was that 2 years ago?
Wait, hold on, Malik. Juju Reese had 18 points and 20 rebounds tonight.
What?
Look. I was looking up this.
Ain't no way.
Because you brought up Dyson Daniels' defense next to Trae. So I'm looking to pull up the tweet, and as I see today's news. Come on, bro. They said against Atlanta Hawks. AI, get that right.
Wow. Nah, they tripping. Bro, he had 10 O boards?
Bro, hey, hold on now. Get with Trae Young, you gonna eat. Get with Trae Young, you gonna eat, baby. Come on, man. Bro, what? He had 18-20? Bro, what Angel Reese tweet? Juju mother ever. Bro, I just seen someone post a video of Jalen Brown at the game where he talking about Bronny.
Bro, yes.
Juju Reese is not a pro. Bro, this man had 20 and 18
and 20.
He might have just earned himself a whole spot on the roster next week just because it's one game, bro.
Last week, right?
What you say?
They just signed him last week, right?
Bruh, like maybe this week to a two-way.
Dang, because what? Angel was at the game this
in
week,
Orlando. That was his second game.
Wow.
He played one game. The second game was in Orlando. She showed up to that one. Wendell Carter wasn't playing, but he was. And then I think this is the third. Yeah, this is the third game. Yeah, third
And
game.
no boards, bro.
Yeah. But he was on the 905 Raptors, bro.
Wow.
All
That's
season.
lit.
Hey, congratulations to Juju. For
Fact.
sure.
That's lit. That's lit. I like
Yeah.
that.
But yeah. I mean, just going along to what you say, the reason why I even found out that Juju Reese had 20 and 18 to pull up this tweet. You were talking about Dyson and what he's bringing to the table and stuff like that. Do you think this means anything? Because a lot of people are saying it with Kuminga as well, of just like Kuminga played against two of the worst teams in the league. So do you think this means anything of since the All-Star break playing against the worst teams in the league? You think it means anything?
Nah. Because if I'm not mistaken, hold on. Even though he did have 18 and 20, they still lost, right?
They lost tonight?
Yes, they still lost to the Jazz. No,
Dang, they lost to the Jazz?
Yes, they lost to the Jazz.
How much Trey have? Hold on.
Right 12 and 6, I think. But he only played he played 19 minutes.
12 and 6, 19 minutes. Okay. Did he start? Yeah, he started.
Yeah.
Dang, so they announced him everything like that to the fans, 12 and 6.
He hit the first bucket of the game, or maybe second. And then I stopped watching after that.
Yeah.
But
them boys come to New Orleans on Sunday.
They play New Orleans on Sunday?
Yeah.
In New Orleans?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Dang.
Yeah,
you gonna go in the Wizards locker room?
I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna try to get there early to see see Trey warming up. And then I probably want to see him if DeJounte warm up at the same time, doing like,
oh yeah, true.
I got to get that for the Twitter. But they had to New Orleans on Sunday.
Dang. Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, I mean, I don't think it means much because they played the Wizards twice. They played the Nets. The only game, I mean, they got beat by the Heat, like legit beat. They've been playing bad teams, bro. I mean, it's like you said, it's good that they're winning, but this stuff right here don't really mean much because they kind of were doing this. They went on a winning streak early this year, and they weren't playing that many good teams. I think this when Trey was still hurt, and they were actually above 500, and they were showing this, or it may have been either. No. I think this was after Trey. This when CJ was here, and I think they went on like maybe a mini winning streak or whatever, and they pulled up these tweets or whatever, and then literally after that they started losing again. So
yeah, this literally this period right now. It reminds me of when Nikhil did the pose, the D-Wade pose.
And Jalen would dunk.
When they was hooping like that, this reminds me of that.
Yes,
it's like
bro.
It's fake. Like y'all fake good.
Yeah.
Y'all fake good. But here's my next question though, Malik. Are you concerned at all with how these two haven't had a good game the same night?
They play one time together or twice?
Yeah, I think
they played
maybe
the Wizards game. They played the second Wizards game together. And then who was after Wizards?
After the Wizards, it was who was it? Hold on. Let me go back. It was Portland.
Oh yeah. Oh, Portland was when he was dunking.
Okay, yeah, Jalen.
Oh yeah, Jalen didn't have a good game.
Yep.
Dang. Yeah. What about that?
So it's very early in the discussion, and it's a very Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum discussion. But that's what the fans said they wanted. Jaylen Brown and you got Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. Here come the discussions that come with it.
In all honesty, they dang near this. They're not the same player, but they kind of just like are doing the same thing. So it's kind of hard to even justify them being on the court together all the time. Honestly, like that's why I feel like Kuminga's better coming off the bench because for Jalen, because you kind of still get that same. You don't get the same production, of course. Jalen's an all-star, whatever, but like driving, and he's shown that he could, pass the ball, But them together, it'll be cool, but I'm not really too excited about seeing them together. I think they're better kind of just like interchangeable or kind of staggering them or whatever, but I get it. Everybody want to see them together. I'm sure it'll work at some point during the season, but I don't know if Quinn will go to it a lot.
It's just something I'm looking at. Just something I'm looking at because it's like
I see, I feel it.
because it's not even about being on the court together. It's just okay. Kuminga has it going, so he comes off the bench and he's going for, Quinn keeps him out there a little longer, 10, 15 minutes at a time because he's going. Okay. Jalen isn't used to being out that long. He gets back in, his rhythm's off. So at the end of the night, stat sheet's off. Or Jalen has it going. Kuminga is sitting longer than he's, he's shown that he's thrived being the first person off the bench and everything like that, getting involved early. He's sitting longer, kind of like closer to the Golden State days, of post-Kerr hate. And now his rhythm's off. He's not having the best game, but Jalen has it going. It's just something I'm looking at. I don't know if it is something to that, some merit to that. Only time will tell. Like we said, we only seen 2 games, but I was also just looking at the injuries thing of like whenever Jalen's healthy, that's when Kuminga's hurt. Whenever Kuminga's hurt, that's when Jalen's healthy. Like, I don't know, just something I'm looking at early on.
I do want to see them together against a formidable team, not a bottom feeder. Because that's everybody eat against bottom feeders. Everybody ate last night against the Bucks. I want to see them play somebody. Honestly, they're the Sixers maybe, but I do want to see how they play against good teams. So it's looked good so far. And of course, Jalen didn't have the best game. What did he even shoot that? I think he had 8 points, shot like 4 for 9 that game or whatever. So he wasn't even, in all honesty, he didn't have to do much that game. To be honest, like everybody else it was really Onyeka's game. Onyeka was the guy that kind of did everything in that game. So, yeah, but no, I am interested to see if Quinn continues to play them together, or he kind of just realized, man, maybe I should just stagger these guys because maybe it's just they can't fit together, blah, 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 blah. But it's only been 2 games, so you still need a bigger sample size to see if it even works. So, guess we'll see that over the next couple games.
Yeah, we'll see. Like we said, we're gonna get to it later on with but they have Philly and then Dallas, which will be I think Dan's gonna come on one of these days.
Oh yeah, Dan.
But Dan, he's coming on the road one because I told him the home one you're probably gonna be covering.
True. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. So that's when Dan's coming on. But I guess let's get into it, Malik. So here we go, trade machine or the tankathon. Let me see.
Here we go. What we got first.
Staying at 5. Okay.
Darius Acuff.
Yeah, we gotta do that, bro. We gotta do that. We gotta say who you picking at each one. One, obviously DP.
Oh yeah, Darren.
DP, man, for sure. Let me see the Pelicans game tonight. Did they already start? No, it's just starting. See, here's the thing. Zion was questionable and DeJounte is out. However, the Kings are trying to lose.
Wait, you said Zion not playing, right? Oh, he is playing.
Zion playing. He was questionable, though. So Zion playing, Trey playing, everybody playing except for DeJounte. Okay, yeah.
Bro, that should be an easy win.
Yeah, I think Pelicans about to win. Yeah, if Zion, literally Zion by himself should win.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so they'll probably win tonight. But then they got Phoenix tomorrow night, so they'll probably lose at Washington at home on Sunday. They'll probably win that. They got Toronto next week at home, so that's Brandon Ingram's return. And then who they have after that? They have Washington, Toronto, and then they have Houston on the road, so they'll probably lose that one. So they'll probably go 2-1. No, 1-2 next week. And then for the next 4 games, they'll win tonight, lose tomorrow night, win on Sunday, and then lose the next 2. So they'll be 2-4 the next 6 games.
Yeah.
Just for the Hawks fans keeping track. Okay, number 8. Number 8. All right, so let's go to a mock draft, see who will be available then. Because this is all I was doing today. I was just going through mock drafts and stuff like that at the office. All right. So they had Elijah Arenas dropping in this one heavy. I mean, for obvious reasons. Joker shoot. Okay. Where we at? Anyways, I'll go to another one. Let's go to CBS. All right, so they got
DP.
Bruh. I know he gonna hate to go to Sacramento.
Bro.
He don't even like playing in Kansas. Then AJ to come on, bro.
That'd be crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, I hate the Pacers for tanking.
That'd be
year,
crazy.
Bro. Like that's really fugazi that the Pacers are tanking. Halliburton ain't that good, bro. he don't make that much of a difference. Y'all is not that bad without Halliburton, bro. Hey, we have a special guest in the building, man.
God is good, yo. How y'all doing?
What's good, Jay? Shit.
Let's do this from the car. I just wrapped from a film set, production and stuff like that on Netflix, and it's gonna be cool. Watch it.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Shout out, John.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all. What we talking about?
Right now, man, we just doing the tankathon. So the latest one that we had the Hawks sliding down to 8. So I was going through what a mock drafts are saying who will be available around 8. Man, this draft is fugazi. This mock is fugazi. Keaton Wagner at number 4. Come on, bro. We all know
Wilson 5.
They locked in. They got Kingston Flemings going to the Hawks here at 6. And then, but I see a lot of mocks that have Flemings above Acuff. I can't see that happening. I think Acuff, his name becoming too much. It's coming too hot, bro. Like that opposing coach saying he's the best one I've seen in 40 years. Like his name too hot. He gonna get picked above Flemings. Mint. All right. So here we go. You got a Mint. You have Malik Brown. I like this kid too. Did you seen that highlight, Malik?
I don't think so.
He the boy from Alabama that was in Tennessee, and the white boy was guarding him. And he looked at the white boy guarding him. He shook his head. he did a lot and hit the shot to ice the game.
Hey, I don't think I saw that. He a guard?
Yeah.
He a forward. He a guard?
He a guard, bro.
Dang.
That junk got like
that.
It got like 20,000 views on my page.
I'm about to go on too, bro.
Yeah, it's got like 20,000 views on my page. I'm trying to see if I can find. I can't play it obviously because of copyright, but let me see. It's Trey, Detroit, and them boys.
Oh, I'm looking at it.
Oh yeah, you seen it? Yeah, that junk got 27,000 on my page, bro.
Oh.
Just he shook his head. He said, oh. He cooked the white boy, man. But like, yeah. But I think if you're the Hawks, you have to go guard first, point guard first, and then center second, because you get the Cleveland pick and late in the first round. I think you got to go center second. So if You know what I'm saying? These boys is going. Michael Brown tough too. Didn't he have 40? He tough too.
Bro, the guards are good. The guards are good in this draft.
And they all freshmen.
Yeah.
So
I
I
definitely
go
feel
with
like they gotta go guard, bro.
yeah. You gotta go point guard. You gotta
This
go
is
point.
one of the interesting conversations. I still have to study it because I normally before the draft, like a few months, like maybe in December, I did usually study who the players are in the draft. Like Trey Young, I predicted he would be drafted to the Hawks. Before he was drafted, I predicted that in like December of 20, I believe you said
2018.
2017. Well,
20,
because he draft, I think it was in the 2018 draft, he was drafted to the Hawks. But then, like in December, there was a lot of hype from Oklahoma, him playing in like 2018. Well, it was in college for the Sooners. So whenever that was, I'm telling you, we kind of knew Trey was amazing. So let's just say 2018. I predicted it maybe in May or 2018.
Yeah, they saying this A Cuff kid, like they were talking about it on Club 520, how A Cuff is probably like the best college guard they seen since Trey.
So you said we're 8?
No. We just doing Tankathon right now.
Well, in the mock draft, we're like number 8.
draft is 8 right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's my thing. That's gonna be the New Orleans pick. Now,
Yeah.
I guess it's in because the tanking isn't rewarded. You know what I'm saying? But they still have high probability, right?
Yeah,
Get number 1.
Well, that's what we're going through right now.
And we always forget, Zachary Ricochet was number 1.
Yeah, but this ain't no Ricochet draft. That's the point.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, because with the Hawks, it's always unusual. Like we didn't draft Zion number 1. I really felt Trey was a better fit than Luka, me personally. So I'm like, I wasn't really bitter. I wanted Trey more than Luka, and I don't think Luka would have fit on the team. No, he would have dropped like 70 points in Atlanta. I don't disagree. I just don't feel like he would have taken them.
He did drop 70 points in Atlanta.
What? Yeah, as a Maverick, if he did that in the Hawk jersey, he'd be a legend. But I'm also saying it because, whoever the Hawks draft, I think it's about fit. It might not be about the best talent. It's always, traditionally we've always been about fit. Like as a franchise, no matter if it was Danny Ferry, no matter if it was Travis Link, no matter if it was no matter who's running the show, it's always about fit for Atlanta. And they're looking to save money. They're not even looking for a superstar. So I feel like it's going to be the best supplemental player. Maybe Zachary Ricochet gets replaced by the person they're drafting, or they just get the best possible fit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This is one thing I just noticed with Tankathon that's hilarious.
Yeah.
They got the green if you lost games.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
This is lost 7 green.
That's shameless, bro.
And then for the ones who win, it's in the red if you've been winning.
Oh,
So
we also have 13 for San Antonio.
Yeah, the DeJounte.
I really feel like both of them are going to be probably top 5.
So,
and to be honest with you, I'm not serious. I'm not trusting the draft process for the Hawks because we've seen the development. We probably can't have the same coach in terms of development. If we're trying to develop. But if we're in a win now scenario, we package up those 2 picks for even another guy, who's a really established star. We go for the chip next year too, a repeat. Because I'm looking at Jalen Johnson's timeline, he's our star. But then you just got Jonathan Kuminga, who's kind of also cool. And then CJ, you got a whole bunch of established guys that are now with CJ McCollum. I mean, we're in a win now mode. Hawks are gonna compete, for a championship this year. As crazy as that sounds, because listen to me, you saw them blow out the Bucks. You saw them on the winning streak. If they can continue winning games, they'll be a 6th to 5th to 4th seed. And the Hawks are a team. Teams are gonna struggle to beat them in the first round. We got Dyson and Nikhil. As perimeter guards, and you got to think about that with 2-way play. If Dyson has a jumper, Nikhil already has the jumper, so we're probably the best defensive backcourt in the Eastern Conference. If you look at our post All-Star break, our defensive net rating is number 1 in the league. And there's a whole bunch of factors in that. We don't have Trey, but it's also like we're just a cohesive team now. Onyeka's playing well. When Onyeka plays well, Jalen doesn't have to do as much, but I really feel like they play off each other. So we already have an established roster. It's just paying people, not being cheap. And I feel like we just go on a winning streak. We continue winning. It's like it's a pretty good record for us right now.
Josh, you said they're gonna be championship contenders this year.
I mean, I'd say playoff contenders more so. Like, if you look at the 4 to 6, like there's really not any teams in the Eastern Conference competitively that the Hawks can't match up with. I mean, the Raptors are trouble, but now we got Jonathan Kuminga. We're a lot better. So I'm thinking you got to look at Jonathan Kuminga's production. I'll say when he's healthy, like I really don't think.
Josh, I'm gonna stop you here. Josh. I'm gonna stop you here.
I'll tell you what.
I appreciate your presence on this show because I remember a couple of years ago when we were doing the show. This was the year after the Eastern Conference run.
Yeah.
And it felt like, well, it didn't feel like, it was just the reality of the situation. Every episode, I just ranted about everything wrong with the Atlanta Hawks. From the roster, top to bottom, to the fans and the fans' delusional thinking, and I was calling it out. And then people were complaining about me on the show. I don't know if you remember this, Malik, but they were like, all you guys do on the show is just make fun of the fans and make fun of the roster. You guys don't even say like what they could do or talk about the Hawks. And I'm like, there's nothing positive to speak about with this team. And the fans, they say, oh, sign John Collins, sign this, don't do it. They don't know what they want. You can't listen to fans. So for us to have the show, 30 minutes, dispel everything you just said, say, nah, I'm not buying the defensive rating post All-Star break. I'm not buying the win streak because we've seen it before. I'm not buying this. And for you to come on and because you didn't know what we said, because you were on the movie set, and to say every single thing that we said that fans might say from the fans' perspective. I don't want to hear any more fans saying that I'm just making fun of the fan base and I'm not being constructive. I'm saying what you guys are saying. And hey, salute to my brother that also does a show on StreamYard. He got the crazy following. My boy, he went viral this week because they posted the picture, the screenshot with him with all the hats.
With the hats? With the hats?
That's homie. That's homie. I salute the platform he's built and stuff like that. But as I went on his page to subscribe to him and everything, I'm looking at the description. It said, "We aren't journalists who don't watch the games. We aren't national media who don't know nothing about the Hawks." I said, who exactly is this man talking about? I felt the way about that. I said, okay, all right. Here's one thing you're going to learn. If you want to get into media and you doing media or something like that, everything that you think you about to solve with media or anything is going to be the same people that's going to be behind you now as you started up and be like, yeah, we needed something to speak for the fans. Them same people going to turn on you as soon as you say something that they don't like about their favorite person.
I agree.
There's people out there now that's still talking about y'all should have kept John Collins. Because he looked nice next to Trae Young sitting on the bench.
Now I'll tell you what, I'm against that. But here's the thing: if you go to the games, like a lot of people, you're gonna see a lot of things live. So the intricacies, like I'm seeing in the games when I go to the game live, you're gonna actually see like what the body language on the bench. You're gonna see how the coaches are interacting with the players. Like you will know when you watch the game live and you watch the people and the players and all that stuff, what the vibe is. So that's how I'm basing it off of. It's not just like watching it on TV. People invested like thousands of dollars going to the Hawks games and watching them play. So for those people, I gotta say, if they're watching it night in, night out, the energy is different. It's very positive. It's very upbeat. It's very optimistic. And I feel all the team was.
But Josh, you would also agree with this statement, correct? Love is blind.
What statement?
Love is blind.
It's not necessarily a love thing. there have been seasons, the Minnesota season, things felt open.
Forget that.
I'm telling you,
Josh.
you have to
I'm gonna ask you a simple question, Josh. I'm gonna ask you a simple question, Josh. Do you love the Atlanta Hawks?
It's not. It's a we a love it. Everything is love hate.
Yes or no question?
Everything is a love hate relationship.
Do you love the Atlanta Hawks, Josh?
It's more. You love the Atlanta Hawks. I'm telling you. For the Hawks, I'm telling you, we all love the Atlanta Hawks. But
I grew up loving the Atlanta Hawks.
The thing is, with roster construction, this is one of the best Hawks rosters they have had in like 5 years since the Trae Young Conference Final season. Because I watched too much basketball, I'm saying if you take 2 seasons away, the Hawks would have made the finals in 2 seasons. You take LeBron off the Cavaliers, Hawks win. You put Kyle Korver on the team, he doesn't get hurt. Hawks kind of win games. Trae doesn't get hurt in the conference finals against the Bucks. You understand me? Like those types of shifts happen. But Hawks are very fortunate franchise. We again being in the conference finals twice. A lot of teams don't have that. A lot of teams don't have that good fortune. So I'm telling you, for the Hawks, they have a fan base that might not know basketball at a traditional level, because I can tell you the construction of teams that could do better. The Warriors could do better. You know what I'm saying? OKC.
By the way, I want to put out a disclaimer, Josh. I'm not saying Hawks fans don't know basketball.
Yeah.
Definitely not saying that.
But I'm saying, listen to me. I'm not just a Hawks fan. I'm a basketball historian.
Look, Josh, I got to come back home, and you're not about to get the whole city of Atlanta to turn his back. That's not happening.
Exactly.
The city of Atlanta knows basketball. They watch basketball more than majority markets in the United States. Just the statistics. From when I was a child and nobody was at the Hawks games, Atlanta for TV markets was in the top 10 every single year for NBA ratings. Atlanta people know basketball. It doesn't matter if you know basketball or not. I'm saying with fandom, sometimes it could be blinding. So you see something, and since you're in love with it, it looks one way that it's not.
Here's the difference. The difference is I can see the talent is actually there. And if you have to the matchup, listen, name the teams that are better than the Hawks in the Eastern Conference right now.
All right. Let's okay. You asked for it. Let's do it. The Charlotte. Hold on. Okay. That was the browser that lost the audio. The Charlotte Hornets are better than the Atlanta Hawks. The Orlando
Magic in win percentage, but not they have the same record.
But the Charlotte Hornets are the hottest team in the league right now.
The issue is they're very streaky, and they actually started with a really bad record, so they're very streaky.
But ever since then, they've been better than the Hawks, and
they also beat them 3 times this season.
I'll explain. When Trae Young was playing, we were 7-0.
We only got through one team, Josh. We only got through one team. The Charlotte Hornets are better than the Atlanta Hawks. The Orlando Magic are better than the Atlanta Hawks. The Philadelphia 76ers, even though the Hawks beat them head-to-head, they are still currently better than the Atlanta Hawks. The Toronto Raptors are better than the Atlanta Hawks. They beat the Atlanta Hawks every single time they've seen the Atlanta Hawks. The Cleveland Cavaliers are better than the Atlanta Hawks. The New York Knicks are currently better than the Atlanta Hawks. The Boston Celtics, even though the Hawks usually beat them and they play well against the Boston Celtics, they are now a better team than the Atlanta Hawks. Jason Tatum's coming back. They definitely not better than the Hawks, definitely not better than them with Jason Tatum back. Detroit Pistons, they got the Hawks number and they got the rest of the East number. They are not better than Atlanta Hawks. So
here's what you want to bring up.
Every team in the standings, except for the Miami Heat, ahead of them are better than the Hawks right now.
I'll explain. Jonathan Kuminga was probably not on the team. Even Corey Kispert is having amazing games. A fully assembled Hawks roster has not played. We were waiting for Kristaps Porzingis to get healthy for a great portion of the season. He still won't play a game for the Golden State Warriors. I don't think you understand how to assemble this roster. This Hawks roster could beat any of these teams here the way they're currently assembled. I
don't think Cade Cunningham is looking at Corey Kispert and shaking in his boots.
But no. Jonathan Kuminga could give who a run for his money. any of these star players, Jason Tatum, when he comes back, give him a run for his money. Jonathan Kuminga could probably terrorize who? Cade Cunningham. So I'm telling you, this is a prophetic thing. Watch when the playoffs come or whenever the plan is, wait for it. Because this isn't just like a theoretical thing. There's proof in the pudding. There's proof in the pudding. I wish it was just optimism because normally I am optimistic. But what I have seen, those 2 games he did play, or 3, I mean, what the talent level, the Warriors actually gave up an all-star, middle superstar level player. Because listen to me.
Wait, hold on, Josh. I'm so glad that you have been a long time friend of the show.
Exactly.
Because of that, you said it was a prophetic thing. You just feel it that Jonathan Kuminga is gonna be better than these guys. And I just want to remind you of something that you said on this show 4 years ago. Build the Cam Reddish statue next to Dominique Wilkins. You said that 4 years ago.
Which
Cam
one?
Reddish not even in America no more.
Now, but listen to me. Everything with Trey, everything with Cam Reddish was always about commitment. Cam Reddish's last game, he dropped 30 points. Cam Reddish gave up on the Hawks, and he gave up on his opportunity in the NBA. He could have had 30 points with Trey each and every game had he committed and applied himself. So we even know Cam Reddish wasn't no fraud on the Hawks now. The dude had hoops in the conference finals against the Bucks. I'm telling you, potential can be wasted. You can have potential to be great or mediocre based off of your commitment to your success. That's life. It's not about, everything's going to be given to you. I'm telling you, you have to go out there and get it. Everybody has a shot. Amen. Praise God. Everybody has an opportunity. We all got a chance to live, but we got to commit to it. That marriage can succeed. That business can succeed. That sports team can succeed. The Atlanta Hawks will succeed when they commit to the will of God. All right, y'all. I'm like, I got other people waiting for me out there. But we're gonna talk about it. I appreciate y'all. God bless.
Please, God.
This man right here, bro.
Oh my God. That was the most unhinged 10-15 minutes of this podcast. I think that might have been his craziest rant, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. That might have been his craziest rant. This man said Jonathan Kuminga giving Jason Tatum a run for his money.
The thing about it was when I confronted him about you said bad stuff on here before, and he like twisted it and stood on what he said. He didn't back down and say I was wrong with Cam Reddish. But you know what? I feel right about Jonathan Kuminga. He said, no, it was the Hawks' fault for giving up on Cam Reddish. That he's how. I say, hey, man, I can do nothing but respect it, bro. I could do nothing but respect it, man. Goodness gracious. Yeah, y'all give it up for Josh one more time, bro. Bro, I love Josh. I ain't gonna lie, man. And then the end of it was perfect. And then the fact that he said I had people waiting on me outside, I said, bro, that was the perfect time to leave. Like you it was a high note. You ain't gonna get higher than that.
Oh no, facts. He said that in dip.
Yeah. He dropped the mic.
Oh man.
All right. So now that you guys seen it for yourselves, don't be talking about Rashad just I'm hating, I'm pessimistic. I'm only going off of what I see on the timeline. Obviously, I don't see as much Hawks stuff as I used to see on the timeline, but like, I'm just telling you what I'm seeing Hawks fans saying. We're in group chats with Hawks fans. Like, we see this stuff every day. So it's like, I'm not just making up stuff and being pessimistic for the sake of being pessimistic. My job and Malik's job is to give y'all and everybody else an objective of a view and a most normal view as we can, following the team very closely. That's our job. You determine whether it's good or not. You determine if you want to root for them, everything like that. That's all it is. But they ain't gonna hear me though. They're gonna call me a hater.
That's facts. That's facts.
All right. This one, the Hawks move up to 6. If A-Cuff is there at 6, you gotta go A-Cuff.
So is Fleming's definitely is he going above A-Cuff right now?
Definitely not. Like in the mock drafts he is, but I just can't see it happening.
Wait, who was the kid that was above Caleb? That went
That's the first time I heard of this kid. No. I've heard of him before. But like I never seen him this high.
Yeah. I'm like, what did he do recently?
Exactly. I didn't know
He's 6'6".
Yeah.
He's 6'6". Oh, he a 4. I'm tripping.
I didn't know
Let's say he a point guard. I'm tripping.
No, yeah, he a PG.
Dang.
Yeah, he is 6'6" PG. All these PGs, bro. But who was it? Koapoa, whatever his name is, from Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know he was just a Ace Newell twin.
Bro, I saw you said that in the group.
Bro, he looked like an Ace Newell clone. I said, I didn't know he looked like Ace Newell, and he played the same position and everything. Probably played the same way. I ain't watched his highlights yet. Christian Anderson, I see his name a lot. Dang, they got him sliding all the way down to 16. Yeah, there he is right here. Koa Pete at 18. Now, if he fell down to the Hawks second pick, the Cleveland pick, that would be funny to have both him and Ace on the same team. But they're probably done with that prototype. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You could get you some. Look how many centers available at the bottom of the first round.
Facts. You got to get a center.
I just saw 3 centers in that area, stuff like that. So get you a guard first, get you a center second, unless the wings available is like. See, I don't know about Cam Boozer, but I mean, if he's the best player available, you probably got to go Cam Boozer and figure it out.
Facts.
Cam Boozer or Caleb Wilson, you draft them and you figure it out. Everybody else, though, if it's not AJ, you got to go point guard. It's too many point guards out here. So,
Facts.
All right. So hold on. Let's go back to the Tankathon. So this one, they get number 2.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. I didn't see this.
No.
Okay, so you getting Darren Peterson with SGA.
Oh.
Yo, Clippers got to make the playoffs, bro.
Oh, bro.
Kawhi low-key the MVP, bro. No one's going to say it because they in the play-in, but Kawhi is low-key the MVP.
Bro, nah, facts.
So right now.
Matter of fact, no, go ahead because I just saw something. And
I was just going to say, right now they would play No. They would play Portland, right? They would play Portland.
Clippers. Yeah.
And then they would play the loser of this game. Shoot.
Yeah.
They could beat Golden State. I don't know if they could beat Phoenix.
Nah, I think Phoenix gonna win down. I think the Phoenix is better. The best team out of those 4 for sure. Hold on. Okay. So
yeah, go ahead.
No, go back to the
Tankathon.
Yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, you see the Clippers get Indiana's pick. I think that has to do with the trade they just did.
Yeah, Zubac. Yeah.
Zubac. And everybody was like kind of weirded out by why the Pacers would trade that pick. Because I think if it's outside the top 5.
The top 5, yeah. It's top 5 protected.
Yeah. That would be crazy. I ain't going to.
Indiana losing all season long just to not get a pick is insane.
Bro, just to get sick? Nah, bro. I wouldn't have did that either. I wouldn't have did that.
Zubac ain't that good.
He's not that. Nah, he's not, bro. I don't think he's that good to get a top. Nah.
I don't even think Clippers would be that sick about the Paul George trade at that point.
Facts.
In this scenario. A thing they was talking about on 520 about keeping Giannis. Does Giannis stay if Milwaukee gets top 5, top 3? If Milwaukee's pick is higher than New Orleans, they don't have a pick. He goes to Atlanta.
Facts.
I think a lot of people don't know that as well. They just see it as a Pelicans Hawks thing.
Pelicans.
No, it's Pelicans Bucks swap. Let's see. All right, so Hawks staying 2 right here.
First time I seen Chicago won.
Yeah, that would be.
Well,
something.
I saw one. Somebody posted this morning. Dallas was 1 and Atlanta was 2.
Oh yeah,
Dallas got back-to-back first-round picks. That'd be insane,
bruh. And they already had 3 on the team before they
Facts.
traded AD. Let me see. All right, we're gonna give it 2 more spins. This time they stay at 5. Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like that's like realistic for real.
Yeah, I feel like anywhere 5 to 8 is probably where they're gonna be. And then they moved up to 3. See, but here it is. It's a Milwaukee pick.
So, but Milwaukee gets New Orleans picked in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But okay, all right. Well, all right, that's interesting. With that being said, it's 55 minutes. So y'all know what time it is. As always, it's time to guess the next week, predict the next week. We'll see that they have Philly at home, Dallas at home, Brooklyn at home, and those should be all the games before the next episode. So 3 easy winnable home games. They won how many games in a row? 5 in a row?
5.
So is it going to be 8 in a row? I say yes. They usually play well against Philly. Dallas isn't really trying to win. Brooklyn isn't either. So I think they go 8 in a row this time next week.
Yeah, I think so too. I think the only game to just kind of be worried about is the Sixers, since that's kind of the better team out of those 3. But of course, we don't know if Embiid's playing. I think VJ is hurt. Of course, Paul George suspended. So it's really gonna be up to Maxey. If he put up 50, they might win. And I mean he could put up 50. So but yeah, that's the only game I'll probably be worried about. But other than that, they should win these next 3. They should. But disclaimer, they always find a way. So that's gonna be the disclaimer. From every time I feel like they going 3-0, 4-0, that's the disclaimer, bro.
It's funny because like after last week, I want to switch up my tone and be like, oh no, this team looks different. But no, they right when you get comfortable, that's when you least expect it.
Facts. Dang. Is it me? Is it just me? It's just me, y'all. So honestly, can I leave? I can leave, but I don't know if it's gonna be okay. But he's back.
Bruh, I think I pressed like leave studio or something.
Oh dang!
Like yeah.
I was
moving my mouse and I guess I clicked on leave studio because when it ended, I was like, because if I press end stream, it's gonna play the 40-second outro, and it didn't do that. So, anyways, yeah. I agree with you. I was just saying, like, the thing is second you get comfortable with the Hawks and you think you know something about them like they do, like, no, you do not know us at all.
Thanks.
So yeah, this is the biggest game right here, Saturday game. Philly's winning again. Maxey's carrying them by himself. So it's just something to look out for. Like, let's see. Yesterday they beat Utah. They lost by 40. Goodness gracious, to San Antonio. Lost by about 16 to Boston, but then beat. They kind of beating all the playing guys. So let's see how much Maxey had here. Dominic Barlow be hooping against the Hawks. Maxey had 25. Jabari Walker had 22. Goodness gracious, Jabari Walker 22. I hate when them random dudes be hooping, bro. It's like, you don't never do this, bro. Maxey had 33 in the loss. Let's see how many he had in the blowout. Maxey had 21 in that game.
God, bro, look at everybody else though. Jesus.
Yeah. Tour dates.
Bro, they didn't stand a chance.
Sold out dates. That's every day. People forget that song. They don't wrote off Gunna. I remember the song Gunna. Dang, 26 shots. He be putting it up, don't he?
He be shooting, bro.
And B was playing. And BJ.
Was that the last? That might have been the last game Embiid played since then, I think.
Yeah. That was Miami, 2 days ago? No, 3. So he didn't play in the Boston game. He didn't play in the San Antonio game. And he didn't play in the Utah game.
Yep.
So yeah. He might be due to come back.
Yeah.
That's not me knowing anything. That's just me just looking like he ain't played in a while. But yeah. So this is one big game. Everything else, these two should be wins, especially at home. But we'll see. You know, that joker, Edgar Woodham, he might, you know what I mean? Like Jaeger, that's his name. Jaeger. He might go crazy. MPJ might go crazy and you know, in the name of his friend Trae Young getting traded,
Right.
you know. Where Woodham at? Yodam.
Dang, he played?
Igor. He ain't even playing this game. He hurt? Dang, that my boy hurt. I like his game. I reacted to him once. I like his game. He ain't even playing recently. Hold on, where we at?
He must be hurt.
Oh, they played the Heat back to back. I thought I clicked on the same thing twice. He ain't play here either. Oh, he must be hurt.
He gotta be hurt. He gotta be hurt because they starting Terrence Mann don't usually start.
Yeah.
He gotta be hurt.
Let me see. Hold on.
Oh, he missed the last 3?
Yeah. Let me see. Injury. Plantar fascia. What? I don't even know what that is. He also dealing with a foot issue. I don't even know what a left plantar fascia is. I guess I'll Google it while we on here. And then I was like, might as well instead of just sitting there and being like, I don't know what it is. Oh, it's a foot. So he dealing with a foot thing.
Oh, the bottom of your foot?
Supporting the arch.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I know that hurt.
Facts. All right, let's get out of here, Malik. Let the people know, as always, where they can find you.
As always, y'all, Malik_ATL, Twitter and Instagram. If you want to see me on YouTube, Malik Brown GSU as always. And that's simple.
Let me do this before we get out of here. Let me do this real quick. Hold on. Where we at? Dang. I don't like that. Let me see if I could. Bruh, where is bro? Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Found it. There we go. Okay. Everybody do me a favor, you know what I mean? Definitely show some love to Jay Chig, man. Y'all follow my boy.
Shout out Josh.
Everything. Bro gave us an entertaining heck of a 10-15 minutes, man.
That was great.
I know we got into it, but that was literally just me telling the fans, like, this how y'all be sounding, bro. Like, we literally just telling y'all how y'all be sounding. Ain't nothing personal. Ain't nothing wrong.
Oh, it was great.
But make sure you follow Josh, support Josh, show him some love. He's got movies, books out. Buy a book, watch a movie, watch his YouTube channel, all that good stuff. But yeah, all right. Yeah. Until next week, man. We'll see y'all.
Peace.
Birds and Buckets. We out next week.
Come out clean.